Hey there, future friends! Here is my spoiler-free review of Presence, a movie I saw a while back. What is this movie about if you do not know? This is about a family that moves into a house, and the house has a ghost in it. No, not a ghost! We hate ghosts. Well, what does this ghost do? This ghost basically just kind of lurks around and it watches what they do. And remember, folks, that was their first mistake. They moved into a house. Don't do that. Don't move into a new house. Stay in your old one. And if you don't have one, I'm sorry. You might have to risk a ghost. But this ghost, this is a POV movie from the point of view of the ghost. The camera's floating around and you are embodying the ghost this whole time, seeing what it sees, seeing snippets of these people's lives. And when the ghost reacts viscerally to certain things, and that's when we see the haunting part happen. I want to say very clearly, very, very clearly, this is not a horror. I think the fact that we watch it from the point of view of the ghost is very disarming. I think the acting is really well done. I think Lucy Liu is a true treasure. And it's amazing to me how she can be so likable in one role and just so tremendously unlikable in another role. I found her very unlikable in this one. Yes, Billiam, that's called acting. I know, I get it. Calm down. I'm just saying. If you liked and watched Ghost Story, or A Ghost Story. I forgot if it was A Ghost Story or Ghost Story with Casey Affleck and Rooney Mara, I think, one of the Maras. You will definitely like this. This is less artsy than that one, because if you remember, that movie eventually kind of just jumps off the deep end and it goes to some crazy places. This one doesn't. This one stays very... it just stays on the path it's going the whole time, and it doesn't really break from that. But this is very adjacent to A Ghost Story, where we have something that's themed, that's horror themed, but not horror presented. Are you a fan of Steven Soderbergh? Watch this. Are you a fan of some more independent artsy films like A Ghost Story? Then definitely check this out. If you are not, this is an easy skip. Wait for it to come to streaming. If you're curious about it, don't waste your time in the theaters. This is one of those films that may look beautiful, but there's nothing about that big screen that I really needed myself. If I had watched this on my smaller screen at home, I still would have been fine. Overall, I thought it was a good film. I do have a bunch of questions that, again, I'll do a separate video on, but at the end, this just didn't grab me and wow me, but it kept me engaged the entire time. Presence gets a 7.5 out of 11.